when it just makes sense. It's your red-pilled brown girl searching for the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl when it just makes sense. It's your red-pilled brown girl getting to the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Crystal. It's your red-pilled brown girl. Hey guys, how are you today? Oh gosh, so wanted to talk to you. Happy Thursday. Wanted to start off today with something that I think was very, very interesting. I tried to show you guys on Monday, but for whatever reason it wasn't working. But I got it working today. I want you guys to take a listen to this.
I have educated myself so much since 2016, and I have a ways to go. My political views have changed immensely, and they're changing at a rapid pace. I will not vote for Joe Biden. I do not support anybody from the squad. I think they're totally full of shit. I think they're dangerous. I think they're race hustlers. I think they're cons. I think inevitably they want to get themselves production deals to produce documentaries. I think they're three-card Monty playing bullshit artists. I think they totally have an agenda. I have said, not to go down the rabbit hole, that at this point when we're doing this interview, voting for Trump is on the table. People are like, what are you talking about? That's my reality. That is my reality. I will not support anybody who's anti-Israel. I will not support anybody that is anti making America safe. I'm not supporting anybody that is cool with the fact that it takes me 2.5 hours to get back into America from Toronto at the what is it called? The passport at the
passport control.
The line to go from Toronto to New York. It takes me 2.5 hours, as it should, but it takes you 2 minutes to cross the border. I'm not down with that shit. I'm not down with police officers in the greatest city on earth getting beaten up, and you're a legal immigrant, and then you have no bail. I'm not down with
and flipping off the camera.
Flipping off the fucking camera like Tupac when he got arrested and he was coming out in the red Detroit Red Wings t-shirt. I'm not down with going into a Costco or a 7-Eleven or a Rite Aid, as I videotaped once and went crazy viral, cleaning out the spot and walking like you're on like a beautiful spring day walk. I'm not down with any of that shit. So any of these people that support it, I'm not voting for them. So yes, my political views have changed a lot. I'm voting with my money, and I'm voting with Israel. I'm not getting caught up or suckered into these race politics or any of that bullshit anymore. Yeah, they have changed, and they're going to continue to change and evolve. It's a crazy time, American politics.
Wow. 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 You guys, where was the lie in anything that he said? The American people are sick, and we are tired of our leadership. We're just tired of them. Is it echoing? Is it echoing, guys? Oh my gosh, I don't know why it's echoing. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I think I know. I think I know why. All right, is it echoing now, or is it good? Are we good? Let me know if I'm good. But yeah, so the American people are tired. We are done with these idiots. Like, we are sick and tired of what's going on. Michael Rappaport, you guys know, he's a comedian and an actor, and wasn't really the biggest Trump supporter at all. And people in Hollywood are not the biggest Trump supporters, like, I mean, in general, like, it's kind of like a rule in Hollywood. You're not allowed to be. But at this point, like, no one can deny the decay that we've seen going on in our country, in our leadership. And like the world. So, did you see what happened in Israel, you guys? Like, so apparently 7 aid workers were killed. So, can you imagine, right? So, can you just imagine you're going to go give aid to Gaza. So this is like the World Central Kitchen. So, basically helping and giving food and aid and water, which Gaza says that they desperately need. Oh my God, we don't have food. We don't have water. Israel's not giving us food. Israel's not giving us water. So you're over there and you are at the World Central Kitchen, and 7 people pass away. 7 people die. That's crazy, you guys. Like, so I'm willing to admit that I'm not a foreign policy expert, right? Like, I don't know if anybody on here is. I am not a foreign policy expert. I am not 100% versed on the ins and outs as to going on in this war. I just know my reality, and I know you need a strong leader in times like this. Like, there is something to be said about a leader who is not going to just play around and play these games. Trump has come out and everybody's kind of making a big deal about him and Israel, right? Like, so he told Benjamin Netanyahu, like, hey, it's not looking good for you. This war is going on too long and you need to end it. He didn't call for a ceasefire. Very, very different. Like, they need to come to a negotiation where innocent people are not dying, right? So Donald Trump, end this war, like, end it right now, because you guys, people are it's a disaster over there, and then you're trying to help, and you can end up dead. Like, so what do you do as a as a person who sees what's going on, and you're just like super sad about it, and you're like, prayers for Israel, prayers. I know right now that they are calling for an early election. I think the elections were not due until 2026, but Israel citizens are calling for an early election. They want something to happen. Now, I don't know if I would switch leaders with everything that's going on. I don't know. I'm not in Israel, you guys. All we can do is offer prayers to our allies. You want to be aligned with people who have your values and Judeo-Christian values. I mean, people have come out and said everything that they want to about Israel, right? Like, like Israel. I know Candace Owens, I've been very critical of her because she keeps saying what's happening over in the Gaza Strip is genocide. I don't think that it's genocide. I think that it's war. And we need to resolve it, like, whatever way that we can. Like, I don't know, in negotiations. That's why I think President Trump is the best person for it, because the art of the deal, like, he's constantly in negotiations. And whether the left likes to admit it or not, he didn't have this problem because people knew what it was. We had world peace, And so what's going over in Israel and the Gaza Strip is really sad, you guys. Like, no one wants to see innocent people die, period. Nobody wants to see Israel have to go through this, right? No one wants this to happen in the Gaza Strip. However, when it comes to alliances, you need to know who is yours. And Israel is ours. Israel is our alliance. And we just hope and we pray prayers for that God gives them wisdom as to how to handle this. I don't know what the answer is. I cannot say that I would cease fire. I'm telling you right now, just in my own carnal mind, Gaza would have condos on that bad boy. I'm telling you, I would not stop. I know that is not the popular, like, I would not stop if I was Israel. So I understand, carnally probably what they're feeling. Like, how dare you kill our people like that? And so I just pray, like in times like this, we just have to pray, right? So that's all I have to say about that. But in the meantime, like, people are waking up. People are saying, hey, this wasn't happening 4 years ago. And that's just the truth, you guys. I was watching Morning Joe. These people are idiots, you guys. I'm sorry. I know that's not the nicest way to put it. It's probably not the most Christian, but these people are utter idiots. They are looking you and me and everybody else in the face and saying, oh, the economy's doing great. Says the $9 pack of bacon. Says the $9 pack of bacon. As Cardi B, $7 for a head of lettuce. Cardi B actually said that. Oh, the economy's great. Says the increasing gas prices. In California, it's $5 a gallon. I can tell you what has not gone up is wages. And they're telling you this. You can't buy a house at all, okay? You can't. If you're a regular person, you have not been married, you're not working 3 or 4 jobs, two and 3 jobs, you cannot buy a house. I'm telling you, you just can't. You can't. It's unattainable, completely unattainable right now. And then they're telling you in your face, oh, the economy's doing great. I don't know why Joe Biden is not leading more in the polls on economy, because everybody's doing great. When you ask a person how they're doing, yes, because we're numb to it. We have become a people that are so numb to the pain of what's going on in our just everyday lives. Like, they don't even have the capacity to think about government. Like, think about government. Oh my God. No, they can't think about government. They don't even have the capacity. You guys, they are screwing us over with no lube. Like, no lube. And so what just recently happened is Marjorie Taylor Greene, whether you like her or not, you guys, whether you like her or not, you might not like her personality. That's fine. You don't have to like her personality. Other people don't like my personality. What she did is she actually put forth a motion to vacate for Mike Johnson. I was a big supporter of Mike Johnson. And I still kind of like him. I do believe that he is in the most impossible position. Like, seriously. These people do not work fair. He's put in such an impossible position. And unfortunately, he has caved to the Democrats. And Marjorie Taylor Greene put forth a motion to vacate. She was like, look, he signed a bill that will fund late-term abortion, you guys. He's a Christian. 90% of the country does not agree with funding the war in Iraq. And we have sent billions over there and sending more. Billions over there. These ungrateful. Oh, God, don't even get me started on Ukraine, you guys. Don't get me started. They're not even we are not obligated to defend Ukraine. By any sense of the word, we are not obligated. They are not part of NATO. We are not obligated to take care of them. We are in a proxy war with Russia. We want to hurt Russia for whatever reason. We've decided that we don't like Russia because they refuse to play nicely in the sandbox. Okay? I don't know what that means. Use your imagination. Russia has decided that they are a Christian nation and they are not going to play nicely in the sandbox with us. And we have declared war on them. And so in a way to not actually go to war with them, we funding a war in Ukraine with people who mean nothing to the United States of America. Sorry, Zelensky. They don't mean anything to us, you guys. Ukraine, they don't mean anything to us. Maybe I'm missing something, you guys. Everybody keeps saying, oh, well, you know, Russia's going to take over the other countries. What's going to stop Russia? There's no evidence of that, you guys. I hear what you're saying. I hear what the naysayers are saying. They're like, oh, if we don't stop Russia, Russia's going to take over and bring back the USSR and then take over the world. All these theories of big bad Russia. And I am not an advocate of Russia. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know Putin. All I know is what I've seen, right? All I know is America. I only care about America. I don't care about Russia. And we are sending our children's inheritance down the toilet to fight for a place that, as Vivek Ramaswamy said, we can't even find on a map. We can't find it on a map. And they're not winning, guys. They're lying to us. They don't have a chance in winning. Russia is like 3 times larger than them, if not more. Like, Russia is huge. Okay, it's the hugest. It's the biggest landmass in the world. Okay, they don't. So Zelensky and Ukraine don't have a chance of winning. Russia has nuclear wars, and we are sitting here funding it. We're funding it with our children's inheritance, raising the Social Security age on our children for a country we cannot find on a map. We cannot find it on a map. Half of y'all can't find it on a map. That's a fact. Zelensky is demanding that we give him money. Screw you. Screw you. It says there are actually people that say that we are not at war yet and are funding Ukraine. Exactly. Hold on. Let me read this. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. We are funding Ukraine. So we are at war. Like, whether y'all like it or not. It's a proxy war. But my thing is the money that we are forfeiting for a country that doesn't give a daggone it about us and our children. Like, if something were to happen, they can't help us and won't. I remember when Zelensky, when the war first Russia first started coming into Ukraine, you know, Zelensky came down to our conference just like talking to us. Oh, I need this and we need this and we need a line of credit and we need this and we need, like, screw you. We need stuff. I just replaced 2 rims on my tire because the potholes where I live. Screw you. Screw you. We need stuff. American people need stuff. Y'all need to work it out. You and Russia, Zelensky, you better figure it out, sir. Go talk to Putin and y'all figure it out. But the money needs to stop. And so Mike Johnson is like funding this. And I want to get into his head. I want to get into his head because I can't even imagine. Yes, the man is some money in a t-shirt. Exactly. That's what Tucker said. In a sloppy t-shirt. Anyway. You guys, so Marjorie Taylor Greene goes on Tucker Carlson. I just love her. And she was talking about Mike Johnson and talking about he's funding late-term abortion and how he has not done anything to move the needle forward in them prosecuting President Trump, which is all true, all important things. But this was the most important. I wanted to capture what she said because I thought that this was so important, you guys. Listen to what she said.
I have educated myself so much since
Yeah, shutting down churches. Well, that's their agenda anyway. Is there any way to stop it, do you think?
If the American people, let me tell you something, Tucker, and I can't make this point loud enough. The American people can stop our government. They can. When they decide that it's important enough for them, when they realize that within 10 years, CBO has projected that we will be approximately $55 trillion in debt at the current spending levels. If everything stays the same, we're going to be $55 trillion in debt in 10 years. We are going to implode. If the American people finally decide they're tired of illegal aliens murdering them, they're tired of illegal aliens squatting in their homes, they're tired of illegal alien men raping children and raping women, yeah, if the American people finally have had enough and say no, they can stop it. And let me tell you, Tucker, if the American people say enough of sending money to foreign wars and foreign aid and funding the murder of people in foreign countries and in countries we can't even find on a map most of the time, yeah, if the American people say they've had enough of that and they're able to engage in this and stop spending all their money on all their hobbies and being disconnected and refusing to look at the serious situation that we're living in right now, oh yeah. The American people have far more power than I have, and I'm a member of Congress. If they literally hold our government accountable and stand up and say, enough of this, and I think they should throw out every single elected official. I'm not kidding. Every one of us should be thrown out. This government is a failure to the American people, and I'm angry about it, Tucker, because I'm a mom. My adult children and that generation and your kids and our grandchildren at the current rate right now, they'll never be able to afford a home. They have no strong financial future, and they are going to be living and raising their own children in a country whose government has screwed all of us over. And that is the flat out honest truth, Tucker. And so, yeah, the American people could stop it if they really want to.
I hope that lion roars. I will say, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of the state of Georgia, thank you so much for that. Good luck.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Phil, yeah, like, y'all, if that didn't give you chills, then I don't know. You don't have any life in your body. If that didn't give you when I heard her say that, I just knew I had to share it with you guys. Get on with it, American. We have all the power, but yet and still we're so sedated with our entertainment and our phones. And like the government is screwing over our children. We don't have a chance at a future. And she was right to call it out. She has 3 children. I have 3 children. Where they gonna go? To Africa? Like, where they gonna go, y'all? Where your children gonna go? If this thing goes to yes, where are they gonna go? And we have the power. We have the power. That's how our founding fathers made it. We the people. But they have just dumbed down and numbed. They have done such a good job of infiltrating our schools and making us loyal to our bellies, to our stomachs. We're eating poison and food. They've made us loyal to the government who hates our guts as opposed to our family, our mothers and our fathers. They have helped our kids not learn how to read, not learn how to write. Like the TV, there's this guy that I follow who's amazing. He calls the television, he calls it the electronic income reducing machine. Like it literally dumbs you down to the cheapest level. I mean, like everything. And the government has capitalized it. It has gotten so much bigger. The reason why they don't like President Trump, you guys, is that he was going to get rid of so many of those wasteful positions. I think the number was 55,000 government workers that sit there and do nothing but literally play solitaire on their freaking computer. Playing solitaire on their computer off of your American dime. It's so disgusting what our government has become. They have betrayed us. And it's about time that people like her said, and I love that she included herself. She said every single member of Congress, including myself, she said we all need to be thrown out. We need to start all over. I told my friends on another podcast that I'm on, Poppin' Politics. You guys go check it out. Most of you guys know me from there. Start over. Get rid of every last one of them, because I cannot believe what it's become. Our founding fathers would be ashamed. They would be ashamed of what we have become. And I just, it just makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. So I hate to, just kind of be harboring on that, you guys. But yes, encourage people to see what's going on. Tell them never get used to $9 bacon. We're not getting used to $4 gas. We're not getting used to it. I remember when the summertime comes, I laugh at my husband because the summertime comes last summer and it had gotten down. You remember gas was like $2.50. And I was like, oh my God, gas is down. And he was like, don't tell me gas is down. He said when President Trump was president, it was $2.99. I mean, it was $1.99. It was $1 and something. Don't tell me. He was like, I'm never going to get used to $2.50 gas. I'm never going to get used to $3. You guys, let's not get used to that. Demand that our government does right by its citizens. And right now they're just not. They're focused on abortion. Literally, our president, as robotic as he is, him and his vice president are going on a world abortion tour, a national abortion tour. Hey, want more abortions? Funding abortions? Hey, you want more abortions? No, we don't want more abortions. We wouldn't need more abortions if you did your daggone job. If I could get a job, if I could get an apartment, if I could take care of my kids, if I could get a good education, if I could afford food for myself, I wouldn't need your freaking abortion. Screw you. How about you cut off your bloodline? How about you cut off your own bloodline? Y'all should never have any kids. Matter of fact, you should have kids, and your kids should have to live with the decisions that you made for their future. Screw you. And that's what we need to say to these people. How dare you? Ugh. Sorry, you guys. It just really, can you imagine? You can't even afford an apartment. You can't afford a house. You can't afford any of that. And then somebody says, hey, but you can always have an abortion. Oh, we'll pay for that. It's okay. We won't pay for your food. We won't help you pay your rent. We won't help you with a vehicle, a nice vehicle. We won't do that. But let me tell you something. I got something even better. An abortion. Here you go. Yeah. Uh-huh. We should be insulted. We should be so freaking mad. We should be so freaking mad. And it's so interesting because old girl, Kamala Harris, VP Kamala Harris, she went to HBCUs. She went to historically black colleges and universities with her abortion, her pro-women's health tour. Black people, y'all okay with that? Y'all okay with that? And you already know how I feel about abortions, you guys. I wrote it in my book. You guys, go get it. www.liestheytell.com. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it in. Lies They Tell. Go get liestheytell.com. Seriously. it's a free ebook, but you got to get it, because like these people are just like trying to sell you an abortion, and they don't understand that there are costs that come with that. You wonder why you're poor. You wonder why you're broke. You wonder why you're impoverished. You wonder why black people are not getting married. Heck, I seen the conjoined twins get married, you guys. A black woman can't get nobody to marry her to save her life. I think the marriage rate of a black woman, I think, is like, what, 75% of black women are having kids out of wedlock. Can't get nobody to save them, and the conjoined twins just come. Y'all, it's not funny, but it's true. It's not funny, it's sad. The conjoined twins could get married, and black women can't get nobody to marry them. And you wonder why all of this is happening. These are all curses that come upon you when you shed innocent blood. Read the Bible. It says you shed innocent blood, poverty comes upon you. Sickness comes upon you. Death comes upon you. And you think that's just happenstance, that all of those things are plaguing the black community. Maybe it's because all them abortions your VP and your president trying to sell to y'all. You should take that abort. You should run them out of that school. Anyway, you guys, I digress. I'm tired. Like how much more can we say it, right? How much more can we say it? Okay. Speaking of which, let's go into this story, which I just thought.
Guard. I was so caught off guard. We had no type of notice, no type of warning even. The owner had told me Happy Easter.
Employees at Foster Freeze in Lemoore say they're now out of a job.
We had gotten a text in the group chat that we were shutting down, and I completely thought it was an April Fool's joke.
By the time I got here, there was people like in uniforms ready to start their day, not knowing that that would be their last check.
I had walked in and he had just immediately was like, "You guys are out of a job, like, I'm sorry."
While we were there at the Foster Freeze restaurant, owner Lauren Wright was walking out. I tried to get a statement, but he quickly drove off. Moments later, I gave him a call. He did not answer, but did send a text saying in part, "I couldn't survive the mandated wage increases. Last thing I ever wanted was to close down." But by Friday night, I knew I was most likely not going to be able to stay open, but I didn't want to ruin their Easter Sunday. Small businesses can't survive with a 120% plus minimum wage increase over the last 10 years.
What did they think that it was going to happen? Like, I watched this idiot, like, in California was like, "Oh, yeah, I think the new minimum wage to be $25. Like, what did you, hold on, guys. Sorry. What did you think was going to happen? Yeah, raise it to $50. Just keep raise the minimum wage. Just raise it as much as you can. just keep going. Keep going. Just keep raising it. Like, what did they think was going to happen, guys? Businesses can't afford to pay you to make French fries and increase in. Everything in the building is increasing. So, and your minimum wage, the rent, the lights, the gas, the food costs are increasing. Everything's increasing for these business owners. And then you doing the same work. I now got to pay you $20 in minimum wage. I think the new minimum wage is like $16 or $18 or something. And so now I have to, for fast food workers, I got to pay you $20. Like, sorry, I cannot sustain that. So, you know what's even worse than a $7 minimum wage? You know what's worse than a $7 minimum wage? The California people? Zero. Zero. $0 is way worse than a $7. So instead of the $7 minimum wage or the $10 minimum wage or even the $15 minimum wage, now your workers get nothing. You know how much taxes you get out of $0, California? Do the math. My worker made $0 an hour, so that equals 0 in taxes. The people who are running California should be ashamed. They are utterly incompetent. Utterly incompetent. So now they have no job. No job. This is our leaders, you guys. This is the best of the best. This is the people that we said, hey, we want you guys to lead us. And this is what they exactly. It's a shame that these businesses have to close down. It's so sad. It's an attack on businesses. Attack on the American people. And then they get the American people to just cut off their nose to spite their face. These billionaires are making money, and these billionaires, so we want to shut them down. Oh, shut them down? Really? What does that mean for you? You shut them down, and then what? Where you gonna go to work? Where you gonna go to work? Question on the floor. Where you gonna go? These people don't understand what you're doing, like what we're doing. And then they, like I said, like Marjorie Taylor Greene says, they just dumb us down on TikTok. So sad. Praying for these fast food workers in California. I mean, this is just sad. They're all, I mean, like fast food is a big thing, you guys. And the margins are very thin. So you give them an increase like this, we're going to see a lot more businesses shutting down like that. Unfortunately, it just can't, it's just not worth it to stay in business in California. Everybody should leave California. And I heard like I've been over there. I'm not a big East Coast. I mean, I'm not a big West Coast person because I've lived in the East Coast all my life. But I heard it has some of the most beautiful weather. And it's just like every time I go, I enjoy it. I don't have like an appreciation for California like that. I just like that it's warm, but I can get that over here in Florida. But I just heard it's just used to be one of the prettiest cities and one of the prettiest like states. And now it's just trash. It's just trash. I can't even believe that we're even debating that Gavin Newsom should replace Joe Biden. Like, really? Have y'all seen what he's done to California? Anyway, wages aren't the problem. Prices are too high. Everything's too high. Yeah, I agree. And cost of living. Agreed. Anyway, you guys pray for our nation. And speaking of stupidity, I had to end on this, okay, you guys. I'm not going to see y'all tomorrow, but I want this to live rent-free in your head the way that it's living in my... I can't unsee this, so you're not going to be able to unsee this. You can't unsee it because I can't unsee it. And we're just going to do it like that. Talk about degeneracy and the degradation of our community. Child abuse. Y'all, what have we come to that she thought that was okay to record? Do you see the mama over there? The mama or the aunt or whoever that was, she ought to be ashamed of herself. Like going over there and sending this little boy, he probably is 2 years old, y'all. He's 2, maybe 3. To go slap Jesse's behind. While Jesse, who is a grown person, that is a big Jesse, okay? It's not a little Jesse. It would have been even worse if it was a little Jesse, but that's a big Jesse. Taking her big behind and shoving it in this little kid's face while these adults, well, I can't even call them adults, you guys. These are children. These are the worst of our society. These are the people that we need to shame and condemn and literally just make them go sit in a corner, because this is the worst of our society. They twerk on these little kids while these little kids talk about perversion and adding a sense of like sexualizing children at a birthday party, and you're allowing, like, is this black culture? Is this black culture, y'all? It is. Matter of fact, no, don't need your answer. I'll answer it. This is black culture. But y'all want to be in conservative DMs. Y'all want to be angry at Trump supporters, Charles Barkley. You want to punch Trump supporters in the face. Oh, Stephen A. Smith yesterday talking about, oh, I'm not voting for Trump. He got 91 count felony. Yeah, you mad at people who support Trump. You mad at people who are conservative. You mad at Christians. You mad at everybody. But these are the types of people that you need to be going through the hood and getting all the way together. Her inbox should have been spammed. She should have been getting all kinds of nasty emails telling her you are not welcome in our society. How dare you do that to your children? How dare you allow those grown adults to sexualize that? That should have been the response. But then you get all kinds of hate and all kinds of whatever, like for conservatives, because they like Trump. Talk about morally backwards. Talk about bass backwards. These are the types of people that you need to be walking up to, auntie, what's her name? Auntie, what's her name? Everybody was talking about the whole reclaim my time or whatever. Yeah. These are the types of people that you need to gather a crowd. Tell them that you're not welcome. You remember she said that? She was like, oh, when you see somebody who's a Trump supporter, make a crowd. Tell them they're not welcome. These are the people that you need to make a crowd. Tell them they're not welcome in your society, in your community. That little boy, I guarantee you he don't know his ABCs, but he know how to get on the back of somebody's booty and touch it and feel it. And you want to tell me about a Trump supporter? Screw you. Y'all, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And we need to call it out. We need to call it out. Call it how we see it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Black queen. Protect black women. How about you stop sexualizing these little kids? You don't see this in nobody else's community but black communities. And that's just the truth. You go, oh, well, white people did that. No, you will not see a white or Asian or Indian or anybody else doing that at a child's birthday party. You just won't. You won't even see that in Africa that y'all say y'all love so much. You only see that in black America, in the hood, in the ghetto. And nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Kids can't read and write, but they know how to get behind somebody and twerk. And then you gonna come with your big grown self with all colors hair and videotape it. Oh, y'all, that type of stuff makes me mad. Anyway, you guys, I am so glad that we got to chat this week. We are going to catch up again next week. This world is crazy. I am still following the whole Donald Trump. He's suing his partners with Truth Social, and I don't quite understand it, you guys. I just know that they billionaires, and this is what billionaires do. They sue each other. They, like they working it out. I don't know what it means, but the press is trying to make it like some kind of everything that Trump does is bad. Y'all, this is billionaire stuff. This is millionaire stuff. They sue each other. They can't come to an agreement. They go to the court. Like it. I think the reason that I can't find that much about it is because it happens all the time. It's things that they're working out. I'm not completely sure. I don't think that there's any kind of impropriety. I don't think he's suing them the way that people are saying, he's suing them so he doesn't have to pay them. That's not true. Agreements were breached, whatever those were. Anyway, rich people problems, right? Rich folks problems. Still voting for him. I don't care. You guys, y'all can still voting for everybody Christian. Y'all go get y'all mug. Go get y'all Make America God-fearing again mug. Go download The Lies They Tell. I am rolling out this weekend, very, very soon, a conservative Christian course. Okay. So conservative courage Christian course, right? So it's not really Christian, but it's conservative courage course. And so we have got to get courageous as conservatives. These people are walking the floor with us, you guys. Like they are walking the dog with us. Okay. And we looking around here scared, don't want to say nothing. We on the job, can't say anything. We in church, can't say anything. Yeah, we're not doing that. And this year in 2024, if you gonna wear your Biden hat, I'm gonna wear my Trump hat, and we just gonna do that. We gonna do it like that. If you gonna talk about Trump, I'm gonna talk about Biden. We're going to do it at work. We're going to do it at church. We're going to do it in the grocery store. We're going to do it. Hey, this is America, Jack. That's what y'all president said. This is America, Jack. And we're going to get some courage up in these conservatives, okay? We're going to live our life. We pay taxes. This is our country. We were born here just like every single other voter. And y'all are not going to continue to push us in the corner. Period. Anyway, I'm going to roll that out, you guys. Please look for that. I really want you guys to be a part of this movement. We were made to be courageous. I love that song. We were made to be courageous. We were made to be courageous. We were. And that's how we doing it in 2024. Y'all ready? Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you for letting me talk with y'all. Share, like, do all that YouTube-y stuff that you do. And until Monday, unless something happened. If something happened good, like, I'm getting on. But if not, until Monday, I love you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Hit that like, share, subscribe. And until next time, peace.
When it just makes sense, it's your red-pilled brown girl searching for the truth. It's your red-pilled brown girl. When it just makes sense, it's your red-pilled brown girl. Get into the truth. It's your red-pilled